Hello, everybody. Happy Memorial Day. It is your guy, Dave Neal. We have a little bit of a slow news weekend for you on this holiday weekend, but I will be going live today at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time if anyone wants to check in and have some afternoon barbecue with me, maybe a hot dog on the grill. Come join your boy Dave, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And let's jump into the small story that we do have here. We don't have much. It's one of those holiday weekends. All the smut rags agree to take time off from spreading vicious rumors about each other, but we have an Us Weekly exclusive. Jason Tartick teases what he saw on the set of Katie Thurston's season of The Bachelorette. Spoiler, desperation. You're going to see a lot of desperation. That's what happens. Let's see a few other things we have. We'll go over who may or may not be on Bachelor in Paradise. Katie just posted this on her Instagram with a song, Somewhere Over the Rainbow. She posted, a little self-care with long hair. Off the grid, peace, the pursuit of happiness. And I'm assuming Katie's preparing for the storm that she's about to see, as the premiere of her season of The Bachelorette is 1 week from tonight, June 7th, 2021. And if you want, you can join me on the 4 p.m. Pacific time live stream. So if you're watching on the East Coast, that'll be 7 p.m. your time. You can get an hour live stream leading up to the premiere, then watch the show. And on the West Coast, I'll be doing a 10 p.m. live stream as well. So we'll be going all day long for the launch of the new season. And of course, Bree Springs announced today she's doing Bree in Paradise, BIP, Bree in Paradise. Never stop a chance to post a slamming photo of yourself in a bikini. If I had that type of body, I'd do the same thing. If you go to my Instagram right here, you'll see it's thick boy season, thick boy summer, and I posted a photo of myself in my 5-inch inseam shorts. I'm trying to pull off. I got a lot of like to tan in the meantime. All right, so let's jump into this story, if that's what you want to call it. Not exactly going to be submitting this for the Pulitzer Prize, but it gets us through another day nonetheless. After visiting the set of Katie Thurston's season of The Bachelorette, Jason Tartick teased that Kaitlyn Bristowe and Tayshia Adams might steal the show. I got to go to New Mexico for a period of time, and I had the pleasure of seeing Kaitlyn and Tayshia's dynamic all behind the scenes when we would grab, lunch or drinks or something like that, the 32-year-old Trading Secrets podcast host exclusively told Us Weekly. Did I read that wrong, or was that a run-on sentence? I'm out of breath. And their chemistry is absolutely fire. They have such good chemistry together. I think they balanced each other so well. I agree. I think Kaitlyn and Tayshia are a great match. But it's going to take a fiery personality to control the two of them as the lead and foundation of the show. And I think Katie Thurston's going to do just that. I mean, Kaitlyn and Tayshia they've had their moment. Dancing with the Stars, win an award. They've done the thing, right? Well, they're going to be playing, the rhythm section in Katie's band. This is Katie's band. She's the rock star. And I think she's going to show that. So I think it's going to be a really good sort of threesome that they all bring to the table there. I hope that Kaitlyn and Tayshia do a good job of calling out the guys that are kind of like players or whatever. And what will be interesting is we'll have to see if these guys are flirty at all with Kaitlyn and Tayshia. Now, we know Kaitlyn and Tayshia are both engaged to be married, but it doesn't mean these guys aren't going to, potentially cross boundaries. So we'll have to see what happens there. We know when JoJo came back, the guys were kind of looking her up and down. So we'll just have to see how it goes. Now, of course, there has been a small elephant in the room. People asking me, I've gotten dozens of people asking me about Tayshia and Zach Clarky, and a lot of people have hypothesized that they have broken up or are in the process of doing so. And I'm not here to inflame that rumor. I'm here to say, until we know anything from them, we don't know what's going on in their personal life. So I understand people love to kind of like chat and gossip and figure it all out. I totally get that. Just keep it away from their pages. Do it on the Reddit. Do it wherever else. But until I hear anything from them, I mean, we've already sort of came to the conclusion once that they broke up because Zach's mom accidentally unfollowed Tayshia. We know how that works when you're a mom. You got the two different spectacle glasses that are hanging off the edge of the nose like you're in Cliffhanger. And then they've got their fingers just going around looking at 5 different websites. You got some QAnon thing going on. You got a chat fight with an alumni that from 30 years ago in high school. You got the whole, and then whoops, you accidentally unfollowed Tayshia. We know how it works. We've all got moms. Looking at you, moms. Be careful what you do with those. Be careful what you're firing off on your little keyboard there. Anyhow, let's just keep this going here. So, yeah, he mentioned, he uses all the key words, Jason does. They're electric, they're fire, they're whatever, the nuclear, whatever he's going to use the words. He's a good hype man. Of course, Zach Clark, not exactly in the same position to hype up Tayshia. He's more of like a behind the scenes, I feel like theater dad. He's like cheering from the wings. Again, we'll have to see how it all turns out. Sometimes two good people don't work out, even if they worked out in Palm Springs on a reality show. Sometimes in real life, they don't work out. I think the hardest thing is that even if they are in a good place, Tayshia's being pulled to Hollywood. Zach's a New York guy. Tayshia's being pulled to Hollywood with a lot of these gigs. You can absolutely do bi-coastal. It's a quick flight. It's not a big deal. We'll see if they pull it off, if they really love each other. I'm sure they'll find a way. So this is what Jason said, which I love this quote. He goes about Tayshia and Kaitlyn as co-hosts. They act professional. They're on time and are helping the franchise as much as they can in this funky situation. I love the big thing. He goes, they're on time. They show up on time. What do you want from them? When they have to be at work, they go to, can you imagine if that's your way of hyping up? Yeah, my fiance, she goes to work on time. She doesn't show up late unless the driver in front of her is driving slow in the left lane, but otherwise she shows up on time. Sometime there's an accident on the highway. We were driving to the beach yesterday, true story. The car in front of us, one lane over, the sunroof of their car flies off the car and shatters in the lane next to us. And we just looked at each other like, you know what I mean? So be careful out there. But anyway, show up on time. Do that too. So the source said about Kaitlyn and Tayshia stepping in for Harrison. Harrison missed Matt James after the final rose, after the perfect letter author came under fire for his defense of season 25 winner Rachel Kirkconnell's racially insensitive past. As we know, Rachel Kirkconnell and Matt James are working through their issues, which begs the question we can all ask: can Chris Harrison and The Bachelor and the audience of The Bachelor work through their issues? Can Chris hold on to his job and work through it, or Kaitlyn and Tayshia, are they stealing this job? And again, I don't mean steal like it's not theirs to lose. It's like, look, if the show wants to go with those two women as the future co-hosts, so be it. If they want Tayshia as the co-host for Michelle Young's season, so be it. But I think the best solution would be for Chris Harrison to come back, but also have co-hosts that are former Bachelor and Bachelorettes to come back. A diverse group of people hosting the show. I think that's the best solution, because there's going to be people from all over that I'm going to cancel the show. I'm not even watching ABC. I threw my TV out the window. I mean, there's going to be, a lot, but they'll have to decide what they want to do. Money talks. So they're going to have to decide what audience, they want to please, and can they find a way to please everybody? Sometimes you can. Maybe Chris Harrison, he only says 3 words a show. Maybe Chris Harrison hands the baton off, but he's still a figurehead and it's a whole thing. Who knows, folks? It could be like Hunger Games. You got that main guy with the good hair, and then you got the Elizabeth Banks side reporters. Is anyone listening? Does this make any sense? I don't know. Jason said, this journey wouldn't have been possible without the love, support, and sisterhood. Oh, I'm sorry. This is what Katie Thurston said. She gushed about her relationships with fellow bachelorettes, Tayshia and Kaitlyn. She said, this journey wouldn't have been possible without the love, support, and sisterhood of Kaitlyn Bristowe and Tayshia, and I'm forever thankful for them. We laughed, we cried, plenty of advice was given, paired with many, many hugs. They even showed up on time. And the female energy was strong. We love women supporting women. Cheers to love. We'll see if the men show up on time or if they bump their Harrisons a little too soon. We'll just have to see what happens over there. While Tayshia is currently engaged to season 16 winner Zach Clark, Kaitlyn accepted a proposal from Sean Booth on her 2015 season, blah, blah, blah. They broke up 3 years ago. Off the Vine podcast host got engaged to Jason. They met on the show, on her podcast, Off the Vine, and he appeared on season 14 of the ABC show earlier this month. Of course, Jason was dumped in Thailand, and I love that he mentions that when he talks about influencing. He's like, look, I'm only famous because I was dumped in Thailand. You know what I mean? Like, people love Jason. He wasn't meant for Becca. Him and Kaitlyn seem to be hitting it off, very well. Jason, his new podcast, by the way, I really should be getting paid to promote this, but I promise you I'm not. They don't know me at all. But his podcast, Trading Secrets, is very interesting because he's sharing the financial side of Bachelor influencers, how much they got paid to go on Bachelor in Paradise and as leads. It's very fascinating stuff. The Bachelor producers do not want this information out there, which is very interesting that he's talking about it because no one else talks about this. The wedding industry, this is what he said about the finances of falling in love. The wedding industry is a whole discussion of finance, the whole planning process and the ring buying process, which is something that we'll cover on Trading Secrets because boy, oh boy, there are some trading secrets for that industry. For me, one thing I have said from the day I ever started thinking about my wedding was that I would love a DJ and a live band. I want a big celebration. I want to enjoy it and I want to have a good time. I want to be dancing all night with the Dancing with the Stars champion and have so much fun. There you go, a DJ and a live band. I want to go to that wedding. So anyway, I think that's the end of that article. A whole bunch of nothing. But, so the whole reason you're watching this and the whole reason I made this video on a holiday was to say, Jason Tartick says his fiance shows up on time. So that's always good to know. If you want to check in on time with me today at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'm live streaming. It'll probably be a smaller crowd. It's a holiday. But if you guys want to hang out with me, we'll be on there. Grill yourself up a hot dog. Enjoy. And, of course, we all have to remember, that's not to celebrate Memorial Day for what it actually is, which is to honor those that were lost in the line of service for our country. Or you could be like Colton Underwood and use it to promote your dog charity. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. And lastly, let's look at this. I'll never stop at a chance to jab him. You know what I mean? Well, look, you want to see what he said? Fine, I'll show you. Let's see if we can get it up here. Colton Underwood. I get it. It's like corporations do this too. They take any holiday they want and they'll just find a way to make it about them. I totally get it. I understand. We're talking about a stupid reality show. But here's Colton in between jugging a gallon of wine every day. Let's see if he kept this up. Okay, so he posted some nice Memorial Day things. So, support our troops, honor our heroes, just in case, But then this. Let's honor the brave, right? And then today, let us remember America's brave sons, daughters, and dogs. And look, when it was Mother's Day, we always support dog moms and this and that. I know if you saw my Instagram, people are barking at me like, no, Mother's Day is for mothers of humans. You can't support dogs. And it's like, shut up, Trisha. Nobody cares. Real moms are too busy wiping their kids' butts to care who you support. No one cares if Katie's a cat mom or this or that. But there is something a little off-putting about honoring the brave and then using it to promote your dog charity. But I digress. It's not like we've got a beacon of moral fiber happening over there in Colorado. Let's just keep on moving. So what we have here, I'm going to finish this up on, put this all into one video since these are all micro stories. Some women that could possibly be on this season of The Bachelorette. Leave a comment and let me know who you would like to see or not like to see. We got Kelsey, Champagne Gate, Victoria P, Victoria L. Oh, there's too many Victorias. Can we get some nicknames? Serena C, Abigail would be nice. Serena P. I would like Serena P, but I can't imagine she provides much drama for the show. Jasenia, she knows how to do a little drama. Victoria with the glow up of the year. If you follow her Instagram, the last 3 months, it's just been like nonstop vibrational tools and light, infrared lights and Lysol sprays, just a team of doctors poking and prodding her. Hey, I'm happy. She's living her best life. Let her do her. Look at that. Nice backlighting with a little bit of light there. Shows a golden glow. You know what I mean? Do you, boo? Do you? All right, so some men that could possibly be on this season of The Bachelor in Paradise. Ivan. I would love Riley. Oh, what I would give. What I would give for Riley. I like Noah. Ben, sure, whatever. What are you going to do? Spencer, see if he, chase and bring some smoke shows. Demar and Joe. I think Joe is the only one that's actually confirmed that's going to be there. But they're getting ready. They're going this week. And then this is also from Bachelor Whatever. Sorry if I didn't promote that. Bachelor Whatever. This is from their Instagram, which they do a very good job. These Instagram accounts do a very good job. I'm doing a podcast later today with Justin Takes the Batch. I'm going to be doing his podcast. If you want to go check that out, go follow him. He does a fantastic job as well. But this infographic says there will most likely be a couple from Katie's season for sure. Just got to wait until the season starts and who starts to be very quiet on social media. I'd actually be surprised if there's any from Katie's season. I mean, we're talking back to back, but maybe if they liked someone and they got dumped, maybe they already know they'll be a fan favorite. They can predict that through their edit. So we'll have to see how it goes. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know who you think you would like to see on the show, who you wouldn't like to see on the show, and we'll be covering that. That show premieres literally right after Katie Thurston's season ends, and then we go into Michelle Young's season, and then probably the next season, and it goes over and over and over. And help me out on my goal to end 2021 with 100,000 subscribers. I'm at 32,300, so we have a long way to go. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. So many people, 60% of you, watch my channel religiously and aren't subscribed. You might not even know you're not subscribed. So go check that out. Hit the subscribe button if you aren't already. I'll see you at 4 p.m. for the live stream, and call your parents, tell them you love them. God bless all of you. Bye-bye.